Story this morning about the Chinese government and Apple. We learned the Chinese government said this morning that they approve of this apology from Apple's CEO Tim Cook. It comes after Apple was criticized for the warranties on its products sold in China. This is a really interesting story. Holly Williams shows us why Apple didn't want China to take a bite out of its profits.
Apple has learned a lesson the hard way about doing business in China. The US technology giant's troubles started when Chinese government-run media criticized the company for its after-sales service. Amongst many complaints, Apple only offers a one-year warranty, when Chinese law stipulates it should be 2 years. The People's Daily newspaper called Apple arrogant, and the Chinese government said the American corporation needed more supervision. Now, Apple's chief executive, Tim Cook, has published an apology on the company's Chinese website. We realise that a lack of communication in this process has led the outside to believe that Apple is arrogant and doesn't care or value consumers' feedback, he said. We sincerely apologise for any concern or misunderstanding this has brought to customers. The attack by China's state-controlled media has led some to believe that it's retaliation, perhaps because of US pressure over the Chinese government's alleged involvement in computer hacking. But for Apple, none of that matters. With 1.3 billion potential customers, China is already the company's second biggest market and poised to become its biggest.
I think Apple realizes that the most important market in the world is China, because the only place where Apple can really add a ton of users right now is in China.
Like many other US companies, Apple is learning that doing business in China means playing by Chinese rules. For CBS This Morning, Holly Williams, London.
Interesting development showing you that the Apple folks know where the next big market is.
Yeah, and that they have to play by the Chinese government's rules. I mean, this was the state-run media. And even in Tim Cook's statement of apology, he even mentions that we understand the perception Apple is arrogant. I mean, really playing to what the criticism was.
Indeed.